What's up, Alex? Hope you're having a good day. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring this up quickly. Let's see if we can bang this out as quickly as possible and answer your question. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is figure out your daily maintenance calorie needs. Okay, to do that, the best way to do it is to use this Mifflin calculator or Mifflin equation. I think somebody came up with this back in the 90s somewhere. It's a pretty good tool. It's a nice, accurate way of doing things when we are dealing with numbers only. Obviously, when I do the diets for you guys, for you and the other clients, I take into account a whole lot of other considerations. Like, these numbers, they don't include things like I don't know, the individual's stress levels or hormonal profile or sleep hygiene, etc. With those things, the only way to figure it out perfectly for each individual is, to be honest, I think it's the way I do it, which is, start someone somewhere with a plan, and then based on their individual response to the plan, weekly, fortnightly, whatever, depending on their measurements, etc., then making changes because each person is going to be a bit different. But when you're purely dealing with numbers, then this equation, this equation is very handy and it's pretty accurate. All right, so the equation for ladies is this bad boy here, and we have 10 times body weight in kgs plus 6.25 times height in centimeters minus 5 times age in years minus 161. That will give us your BMR, or your basal metabolic rate, which would then allow us, this BMR would allow us to figure out your maintenance calorie needs per day. Okay. By the way, this is the old school maths class stuff. We're gonna do the old order of operations, right? I think some people still get this wrong, but order of operations means, so we're doing the 10 times body weight. We're doing the multiplies first. So 10 times body weight, that will give us one number. 6.25 times height, that will give us another number. 5 times age, another number, and then 161 is by itself, right? So let me just bring the calculator. Where are we? Okay. Bring up the calculator. Okay, so let's do these numbers. Let's use an example of an individual who happens to be a lady, and she is 80 kgs, right? So 10 times 80, that will give us 800, right? So it's 800 kgs. 800. Sorry, not 800 kgs. Then we have a plus, so a plus. Then we have 6.25 times height. Let's say this individual happens to be 175 centimeters. I've done some calculations here. 6.25 times 175 gives us 1,093.75, right? That's 6.25 times height in centimeters. And then we have a minus, so minus, boom, 5 times age. Let's say this person is 35 years old, so 5 times 35 is 175. 175. And then we have another minus 161, right? All right, so 161. Let's have a look. So 1,557.75 is this particular person's BMR, or basal metabolic rate. If you're hearing the noise in the background, that's my beautiful boy trying to entertain us. Okay, so we have the BMR. Now from here, what we need to do is to figure out this individual's maintenance calorie needs per day. And to do that, we need to sort of establish their activity levels per day, okay? Now, there's some reference points here, and we have a multiplier for each activity level. So we multiply the BMR, this bad boy here, 1,557, by the corresponding multiplier based on activity levels. So we have some references here. Sedentary, uh, we multiplied by 1.2, lightly active 1.375, etc. Right? Now, in my experience, my honest experience is that most people, let me just bring this reference point here as well. Um, Most people grossly overestimate their activity levels. Now, these are some references here. So, like, not active is no intentional or unintentional exercise performed. Sedentary, activities of daily living only, walking the dog, shopping, cleaning, etc. Unless you complete at least 30 minutes per day of intentional exercise, you are sedentary, right? Now, most people that walk their dogs and go shopping and clean, etc., they don't consider themselves sedentary, right? Lightly active, you do a 30-minute intentional walk or 3 kilometers. You do, or you do some kind of a more intensive exercise daily, burning around 130 to 160 calories. You spend most of the day also on your feet, e.g., you're a salesperson or a teacher, right? Moderately active. So even moderately active, if you look at moderately active, you still got to do 1 hour and 45 minutes of walking per day, or a 50-minute jog per day, and you spend most of the day doing some physical activity, i.e., you're a waitress or a mailman. So as you can see, I think most people overestimate their activity levels. I would say, my honest opinion, most of our clients will fall into this category here. They're lightly active. Okay. Um, so let's go back here to this equation. So we're going to use lightly active as the multiplier, 1.375. Where's our calculator? Boom. So we're going to go basal metabolic rate times 1.375. 1.375 equals 2,141.9 calories per day to maintain this individual's body weight, i.e., nothing happens. They don't gain weight, they don't lose weight. Okay. Now, from here, we got to look at this individual's goals. Do they want to lose fat? Do they want to lose weight? Do they want to gain muscle, etc.? Right? To do that, we need another multiplier, which is, let me bring this bad boy up here. Not this one, sorry. Let me bring this up. This is what I'm using. This is what I'm using for the app that we're building. Okay, so the multipliers also will come. By the way, if the goal is fat loss, see these are the multipliers here. If the goal is fat loss or weight loss, this number will always be under 1. And if the goal is weight gain or muscle gain, this number will have to be over 1, because we got to go over maintenance level. And if we're trying to lose weight, we're going to be under the maintenance level. And we use a range just to be a little bit more flexible. So this particular individual, we said their maintenance calories were 2,100. So it falls in this category here, in this range here, 2,001 and 2,500 calories per day. The multiplier for that will be 0.82, right? 0.82. So that's what I'm going to use in this case. And let's go back to where we were. So 0.82. So I'm going to multiply this now by 0.82, okay? To then give me 1,756 calories per day. This would equate to the amount of calories this person should consume per day if they want to lose weight or fat, right? This would put them at enough of a deficit to start shifting downwards, going down in weight or fat mass. I'm going to send you this formula here and the multipliers, right? So 1.375, I think that will be the right number, and the other multiplier for your goal, which was 0.82, and you can take it from there. And you can put your own numbers here, and that's it. I hope this helps, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Have a good day.